Coach Jesse Minch here, back with a follow-up interview with Coach Jason Schutte. Just going to kind of talk about some of the things he's been working on, just to give you a follow-up on his cleanse that he did, some of the workouts he's doing, how his recovery from his Achilles tear has been going, and give you guys some tips and things that you can use, and put into your game, your nutrition, preventing injury, all that sort of thing.
Let's start with cleanse.
Okay,
that was the most different thing.
Yeah.
Since I've done workouts before, I've done other things.
First cleanse ever, right?
Yes.
Okay.
First cleanse ever. I made it through the 10 days, which is
right,
was an accomplishment. I think it was an accomplishment in itself, just making it through. I've heard other people, made it maybe 5 days or a week or so, but 10 days was definitely a stretch.
Yeah.
And it did get a little harder towards the end. I think with just variety and not knowing all the stuff, and not researching it myself, what I should probably try to experiment with some stuff, and just being a busy person, not having time to make a really extravagant meal.
Right.
But all in all, just having quick stuff was easy too.
Right.
Just like we had talked about, just your easy fruits and vegetables to kind of grab and go.
Yeah, throw it down the hatch.
But I was able to go the whole thing, and I didn't do whatever kind of cleanse that people are used to hearing about. I would probably say I didn't do all fruits and vegetables and drinks and stuff like that,
right.
but I would probably say about 80% just fruits and vegetables, and maybe
what was that other 15%?
I probably just milk, eggs, Raisin Bran, nuts or something like that. But really, I didn't do any sweets, didn't do any soda.
Oh, wow.
Not that I do soda anyways, really that much. I didn't do any breads. I didn't really usually I do a lot of sandwiches and Hot Pockets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I really didn't do any breads.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I really tried to keep it pretty all natural.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
So and I could definitely feel the difference. That whole week, I just had so much more energy. As I was doing a little bit more research, just figuring out that all the bad food, that you put in your system and everything, it just kind of sits there.
Yep.
And it doesn't actually go throughout your whole body, where when you eat that good stuff, it actually dissolves and goes throughout your body and all your system and gives you energy and gives you, just good feeling. It's good for you. It doesn't just sit there.
Yeah, it gets a lot of that lethargic feeling you get.
And that's definitely the least feeling that I had, because I had been feeling that a lot before the cleanse, that feeling of just tiredness and fatigue and stuff, and I just didn't have that. And still, even as I've come off of it, I can tell the difference just energy wise, and
right,
it's better. And that's what I wanted to get out of from doing this. That I'm glad I did. And I would definitely do. I don't know how often you're supposed to do those, and that's one thing that
every 3 months.
And that's what I was going to ask you. I think it would be good, just for every season.
A friend of mine put it well. It's an oil change for your body.
Yeah, really. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that comparison. Yeah. And that's what I would do. I would do one in the summer, one in the fall, winter, and stuff like that. So once a season, I think would be cool. And now it's cool to know that I can do that, and not alone just doing it, finding out all the different foods that I like. I found out I like spinach a lot more. With salads and stuff, and really you can't tell the difference at all.
It's way better for you than iceberg lettuce.
Exactly, and mix it in with that, and just different fruits that I didn't really, I kind of always just did the bananas and apples, but now mixing in all sorts of stuff, was kind of cool and fun.
So, and that's one thing for you guys too, don't just take this as an interview. There's a lot of things you can gain from this. So,
yeah,
you got rid of the lethargy. So,
especially and it tied in obviously perfectly with that was the time that I started my workouts and started going every day at that, and just to have that whatever protein shake or energy drink, whatever drink, I don't want to call it energy drink.
Fiber?
Yeah, whatever the shake that you have with
in the cleanse?
Yeah.
It's fiber. It's a fiber drink.
Yeah, so the fiber drink, it took me all through the morning, but even just having something like that, or a protein shake or something like that, and a fruit, or a banana or an apple, before you go work out or something, it just felt so much better, than even having a granola bar like I used to have, or cereal, or eggs or something like that.
Yeah.
It just felt a little lighter. I felt a little lighter on my feet. Felt like I had that energy, that natural energy, that good sugar, which opposed to bad sugar. Yeah, just gave me more energy in my workout, and I felt like I could go a little harder and do a little better stuff. And I think the results, were in turn.
I think both one, getting a better workout, and two, just if you're not feeling lethargic, you're more likely to consistently stick with your workouts. I think we've all been there where you just feel like, oh, I'm just gonna lay on the couch, I want to watch TV.
Yeah.
But your diet really ties into where that feeling comes from, and that's keeping you from getting those extra reps, those extra workouts in that can help you take your game to the next level.
And I think it fits right in with routine too. It gave me a sense of routine where I knew I couldn't necessarily, or I didn't want to, I should say. I could do whatever I want. But it's like I knew I wanted to stick to the routine, and it made sense, like, to do this. And routines are so good to get yourself in a system, a routine, whether it's writing it down physically, setting yourself goals or something like that is good for anything, whether it's studying, whether it's basketball ability, whether it's training, whatever. It's good to set routines and systematic goals and everything.
So, okay, 2 things.
So that's the cleanse.
We're going to show the after picture too, but I want you to talk to us, like, how weight-wise did you notice a difference? And 2, what are you, like, what's things like for you now diet-wise after the cleanse?
Sure. Weight-wise, it turned out it was, I think I was like 163 or something, point whatever, and then I ended up at like 157 or whatever. So it was about 6 pounds.
And the picture you sent me, I could see the difference, especially in your sides.
Yeah, and you could tell the difference. Just I mean, it was similar, to yours. I mean, we're both about the same size and everything. You could just feel a little bit more healthy, I guess. I guess before that, like I said, I felt lethargic. I could just feel a little, more, I guess, not tight and everything, where as I feel now, I feel better, and I can feel like when I work out that it's not a strain now, especially, that first couple of days on the cleanse and doing the workouts and pushing myself, just getting myself back from an injury too, where as the week progressed and now as the weeks have progressed, it's so much easier, it's so much better. And plus, now that I've dropped, 6 pounds or whatever, it does feel a little bit different. And I actually brought this, just to kind of compare, because this is a 6 pound weight. And it's crazy to think about, like, dropping like 6 pounds is like not that much at all. It's like, as the day, it's like a pound or two, every 2 days or whatnot. But it's like, it's not that much, but
you throw this up and down a couple times and think about that, adding that when you jump and land.
Exactly. Like, imagine like playing basketball with this and running around with football, like, with this. Like, that's hard, compared to that. So it's quite a bit different.
That's a good analogy. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so I knew my wife had this. She doesn't know that I took this from her. But I thought that was, like, perfect. I was like, oh, so that'll be my goal, like, to have rid of this. I mean, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, just to be able to know that, like, now I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, when I go play basketball and stuff like that. And
get that extra inch or two
of
in
course,
there, Like, who doesn't want that?
I mean, exactly. Like, imagine going up and trying to dunk with this, versus just going up and touching the rim. Like, crazy difference.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool as far as the weight thing. Something I didn't really expect. I didn't really care if I lost weight or gained weight. I mean, but you always think of it as if you're on a cleanse, like, you're either gonna lose some weight or you're gonna gain some muscle. So I didn't know. I know muscle weighs more than fat, so I wasn't sure. I'm sure I built muscle and everything, but then that muscle kind of burns up fat too.
Right.
So I'm sure it's kind of a juxtaposition between the two.
What's diet like right now?
I wouldn't say I've kept on the cleanse.
I know a lot of people do it though.
But it's like you notice so much more after doing something like that. How much just life, like, sneaks up on you. Like, I'm a teacher at elementary school. Kids always have birthdays and snacks and treats. We went out to eat a couple times. It's like just life kind of comes at you, and if you aren't really paying attention, you can always have healthy option, but sometimes you just don't pay attention and you have like 16 treats, in a weekend, or, you just eat a bunch of fatty foods and it kind of sneaks up. But, if you just pay attention to it a little bit more than you have before, you can progress.
So this kind of helped open your eyes to that?
Yeah, exactly. Just thinking about, obviously I still give myself, cheat days and cheat meals and everything like that, and I'm still gonna eat like a teenager, at some times. But now just paying attention more to it, and especially after more doing that, I guess, in the middle of the day, versus right before bed at night, and that helps your sleep also. So just stuff like that, and I feel like just my diet's a little bit better now, and plus having to work out every day. And that's one thing I've been trying to do, especially since I started this, and now it's on the 3rd week of working out every day.
Okay.
Which is just getting into a routine.
Let's talk workouts. What you doing?
I've definitely, I wouldn't say mastered, but I've definitely got a good grasp on the basic workout. I don't know if you're putting a link below, or if you've even introduced
not
this
yet.
as like a secret workout.
Yeah, for now we're in beta right now. At some point, I'll be anyone on the email list at Get Handles. So if you haven't head over to GetHandles.com, you can get a free ball handling workout there. But at some point, I will be emailing about this more of a conditioning and just a body conditioning, strength, pretty much everything, flexibility, endurance, you name it, it's going to hit everything type of a workout system. Mm-hmm. But I've got him started on 2. I sent him 2 of the workouts.
Yep, so those are the ones that I've started out with, and I loved them, but I still do like the one that I kind of had too. So I think it's good to always give yourself a variety, especially if you are someone that trains or works out every day or even a couple times a week, to switch it up and give yourself a variety, and also still do the sport or the activity that you like, so it isn't like working out. Right. Now, like obviously with working out every day, I feel like playing basketball is just fun, but it is still working out.
Right.
So I think that's always important in your training or whatever, whether it's off season or in season, just to have fun with it too.
Right.
So I think that's important now. And then playing basketball, starting to get up some shots, starting to do. Besides, I was doing a lot more freestyling in the start just to get a sweat going, I guess, get some endurance, but now I'm actually starting to do dribble drills, whether it's stationary, dribble kind of drills, or, going up and down a court, back and forth, trying to do some combination moves like we talk about in our system and program and everything like that, which I think is helping.
Okay. And as far as the two workouts I gave you, how are those going? I'm going to have multiple workouts, like you said, variety is good, so I'm working it out to maybe 9, possibly more workouts, and keep that variety and keep some progression in the system, but so far I gave him 2 of the 9, and
I feel like one's definitely a little bit more stretched. Yeah, one's a little bit more stretching and kind of warming up and getting your body used to different movements and everything, and kind of loosening up your body, which is awesome for me because I have a lot of things that aren't loose, especially with my injuries, like a lot of things that need a little bit more work now. And the other one really hits you hard.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a good variety between the two.
Yin and yang.
And even in the one that hits you hard, like there's introductory, where I started, in the first week or so, not being able to do half of the things, but by the end of the week, I was perfectly fine in doing stuff and kind of pushing myself to the higher levels of each one, which I think is good, and definitely I could tell the difference.
Talk to us about the Achilles. How's that feeling?
Yeah, definitely now I'm starting to, besides just putting all my body weight on it and pressure, I feel like I'm starting to get comfortable actually using it, whether it's playing basketball or using it in a workout, where I was comfortable, standing, and I was comfortable doing more upper body stuff, but now I'm starting to do more calf raises, and I'm starting to do more agility stuff with this side of the body versus just the other side of the body.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Exactly. And then with Achilles and everything feeling better, I think it's automatically leading up to my shoulder feeling better, which I had issues that we talked about last time, me having shoulder issues. I just saw my chiropractor again, and now I'm only to twice a month on there, because he feels like I'm doing more than the normal person is doing anyway. So he says, I'm set to. He gives me full clearance to do everything, which is awesome, and a good feeling to be able to do everything with no limitations now, which is awesome, with no pain and discomfort.
And mentally, where are you at as far as the Achilles goes?
I feel like I'm still not ready to actually play a game of basketball, which we're going to be playing a basketball game this
we
week.
Have a charity game, which I might be bringing you guys some footage of. I'm going to probably get a little film, some of the charity, like street ball games we do, but finish.
Yeah, and that's going to be really my first kind of test and everything. And that was kind of my goal as the 6 months ago. I knew, we would start me doing these games at kind of the end of spring or start of spring, right? Whatever season that it is.
Yeah,
in Wisconsin.
End of spring,
it's not really.
It doesn't feel like end of spring,
but I knew that was kind of coming up, so that was kind of I guess a long-term goal, as we always say, to set goals and everything. That was my goal, to be ready by then, and hopefully I am, and I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we don't have another video of me getting injured.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Well, based on everything you've told me, it sounds like you're ready, and I think the mental hurdle is the biggest one, because
and that's definitely still there. I think that's with any injury that you have.
Especially an injury that lasts 3 months or longer.
Exactly, and that can totally change. We've just seen what in the last week with the NBA players that it's happening.
Paul, Blake Griffin, Steph Curry.
Like, so many people are getting injured, and you see a lot of them reoccurring injuries or things that are similar that maybe they're trying to some are just freak accidents.
Yeah, but Curry going from the ankle to the knee, that's no coincidence, I don't think.
Exactly, and it's stuff that's gonna happen, and some stuff you have control of. Some you might be a little timid, so you injure something else, but some things just happen, and it's something you got to deal with. But yeah, mentally, I think getting over it is going to be a tough thing, especially but definitely I feel like this has got me to a different confidence level.
That's awesome, man. I think that's all we got for you. Hopefully, this has been helpful for you guys as far as, giving you ideas for recovery, how to get back into the swing of things from injury, cleanse, nutrition, and keeping your body in the right state so you're motivated and not feeling lethargic, and get more out of your workouts and make sure you're getting those workouts in. Maybe you've been getting in more workouts than you would normally. Yeah. All this stuff, it all ties into becoming the best basketball player you can be. And, it's not just about putting in drills or working on moves or getting in time at the gym. It's about having a complete all-around system, that consistency, getting the nutrition right, taking care of your body so you don't get injured, because if you get injured, that's time where you're not on the court. All these things are factors, so you can't overlook all these things that you might think, oh, that won't happen to me, or that doesn't matter. They do matter. Little things add up to a big difference. Maybe by itself it's not big, but you take all of them and put them together, that makes a huge difference. I think that's why Kobe Bryant had such a great career. Exactly. You could tell he took care of all phases of everything. Exactly. Granted, when he got older, he got his injuries, but that's going to happen when you get older, as we're finding out.
Yep.
So anyways, end of my little rant to end this interview. Thanks for your time, Jason. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys got any questions or anything else you want to see videos on, interviews, any questions in general, anything you want to see from the channel, leave it in the comments down below. I'm trying to bring you guys as much of that, stuff that you're commenting as I can. And if you haven't yet, head over to gethandles.com, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I always have to point to my left. I have to point to my left to make it your right. So I always say top right because my right's your left.
This way.
So click here to get a free ball handling workout. You just click that link, pop in your email, and I send that to you instantly for free. It's already helped thousands of players in as little as 10 minutes, and it's probably going to help you too. In fact, I have a really good feeling it will help you too. So make sure you click that to get that. As always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and get after your goals today.